Okay. So the channel setup is super important, and most people don't even worry about it, and they just go, 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 go. What it's for is to niche down so YouTube knows what your channel's about and who you serve. It doesn't get you rankings, it's none of that. It just provides clarity, and for humans also. So your videos are doing the work with the SEO, and based on the behavior of the users of the video, that's what's going to really be powerful. However, YouTube needs to understand your niche, and your niche and the authority that you have on your niche compounds over time. So the setup is important. It's got to have a clear channel name written for humans, consistent topic focus, and clarity beats cleverness all the time. I've got a worksheet that we're going to fill out. We're going to get this thing right, and we're going to continue to post great content. This is your channel setup worksheet. It's relatively self-explanatory, so I'll go through it pretty quick. It's just to keep you organized and to keep things very specific and the channel intentional. You basically need to have it written so YouTube understands what your channel's about, and so do your users. And now, if you're covering multiple topics, that's okay. We just have to have pillars, and we have to organize them accordingly. And if it doesn't fit into one of those pillars, chances are it probably doesn't belong on your channel, right? So if you're a business owner, the channel is going to be about, your business, and you're going to be promoting your business on it. But okay, who are your target? Who is the viewers of it, right? You got to identify that. And what are you going to solve for them? Watching your video is going to solve what for them? Those are the type of questions that you ask. Go through these things, answer them all, and just be completely and totally honest about it. Just put it all in, and then we'll have the next worksheet, and I'll give you an AI prompt to help you out to set up your channel. So, I hope that was self-explanatory, but audience clarity, what problems do they face, and who is it for? What stage in the journey that's for? What's the channel promise? And what type of topics will you cover on the channel, and who it's not for? And before you upload the first video, let's go through this little checklist. You got to know all these things: who it's for, what problems it solves, what pillar it belongs to, that kind of stuff. So clear intent, clarity first, growth follows. After you have filled out that setup guide, you need to go to the translation guide, which is this one. So what you want to do is, this is going to show you how to set up your channel name, your channel handle, channel description, and then, the things that are ancillary to the channel, such as, the topic clarity, which are the pillars, and, your brand ethos, which is essentially, your slogan, right? This is mine. Be happy, be yourself, be your potential. We'll show you the profile, put a profile photo in there, a channel banner. Again, really simple. The banners in the profile aren't for SEO value. They're for someone understanding your channel. That's it. And then once you get that all situated, you can enter this prompt into your chat GPT, and it'll help you guide through the setup so you can do it a little bit easier. But again, AI is there as a tool only. You need to do the heavy lift by all the thinking and the strategy and the intent behind your channel. After we know what our channel's about, we can set it up. So if you're like a lot of business owners, you probably set up a YouTube channel a few years ago, put a couple videos there, and that's it, just like me. So you see, I have these 2 videos from a couple years ago. I didn't do anything with the setup, so we're setting this up fresh here, which is nice. So I can set it up with you as a demonstration of what to do. I've already, went through the worksheets. I know what my handle is. I know what my audience is. I know all those things. So it's going to be pretty easy. So click on this customize channel here, and this thing pops up. Again, not a lot of this is SEO. As a matter of fact, none of it is. This is just for brand awareness. When people visit your channel, it's the videos themselves are what's going to get the rankings. But so I can't stress that enough. But, it's still got to look good, and it's got to look branded. So the banner, make banner super, super simple. It's going to take a couple takes. I'll show you why. Because you're going to want all your stuff right there in that mobile. Yeah, viewable on TV, great. Viewable on desktop, fantastic. But it needs to be on mobile. Get it? And then just, this is what the channel name, you or your company, and your promise, what it's about. Practical education for business owners. Very simple. So that's done. Picture. Get a picture of you. Make the background, center it a little bit. Looks good. That's it. So this actually, Brent Nichols, yeah, if you know me, you can call me Brent, but my brand is Brenton David Nichols. So my channel name is Brenton David Nichols. In a lot of cases, this is just going to be your company name and my handle. You can change your handle, and then, your URL is going to change where people can access you directly. There's limitations like every 14 days. Brent and David Nichols, perfect, right? Now the description. So basically, I'm going to go over here and cut and paste everything that I already did. So the first 2 lines are super important, right? Practical education for business owners who want to be found online, build sustainability, and reach their potential. Very simple. All right. This channel is for business owners who want clarity, not hacks, when it comes to growing online. I share practical education on search visibility and systems and help businesses get found, make better decisions, and grow with intention. Everything here is taught from real world experience and designed to be useful, repeatable, and grounded in long-term thinking. Yay! So just simple stuff. This gives YouTube an understanding of who you are, right? And then those pillars that you talked about, like different types of videos, these are going to be the different types of videos, all geared towards that same message. We're going to have YouTube SEO, search visibility. We're going to have SEO fundamentals, Google business profile, business systems, thinking, mindset. That's what this channel is going to be about. Brent and David Nichols. Last, put your slogan down here. Your mission statement, what you're all about. Boom. Super, super, super easy, right? This, you can't change this. This is the channel URL in the background. Don't worry about that. I mean, you can use it and it works, but you also can use, your handle right here for the URL and get it here. Links, very simple. Just keep it simple, right? So 1, maybe 2, if you want maybe a book call, maybe, right? But I would just say this is not like a call to action. This is not a funnel. This is just, in case people want to find out more information, right? If they're really that interested, they're gonna find you, right? So I'm just put my website and my website URL. Okay. Contact information. Again, this is not for your audience to contact you. This is just, for background. It's not really going to be any kind of audience interaction here is what I'm saying. And, if you've got like a company logo, maybe that's cool. I'm going to leave this blank for now. It's not going to serve me, right? So all this stuff is good. All this stuff, it looks great. And it's super simple. We set it up and we are going to go off to the races now. So let's publish this. Great. All right, once we get those customizations, there's one last step here to the settings. You go to the settings, and in the general, you make sure you're in US dollars, channel, country, dates for us, right? And then the keywords. This is not SEO keywords. This is so YouTube understands what your channel is about. The videos are going to do the ranking. This is just to get a general idea, YouTube, a general idea of what's going on here. So for me, I have some keywords that I want to put in here. Okay, so that's it, right? Just kind of what you're about. Don't have to overdo it. Save. Okay, whoop, I didn't go to advanced settings. So you got that in there. Go to advanced settings. And I do no, it's not made for kids. That disables some commenting and some other features. You don't want to do that. You don't need, for growth, you don't need to link a Google ad account unless you're running ads, but not for this right here. Automatic happens. I always check this. Don't show potentially inappropriate words. We're going to leave this disabled. This is a beta feature that we don't really need. It's not really going to help us. For advertisements, you want to leave that. You want to leave that enabled essentially, because you want advertisers to show advertises on your channel for them. You want that, right? That allows monetization later on down the road. And I'm liking, allow the third party AI to learn from us. And we're not fighting the AI. Like AI's here. Let's go. So before we save that, just go to feature eligibility. The only thing I'll say is this is kind of like a trust ladder. Doesn't have to do with growth. But this one is just verify your number, and then you can do a few more things. Not really totally necessary, but this is something that you should do to at least get these features. And then these advanced features are, down the road, you've got to basically do a video verification and things like that, and you can get some of these advanced features. Again, none of this is really important to even grow a channel. So I would do the immediate features, get your phone number verified, and that's it. So that essentially takes us through all the channel setup. Let's do some videos.